My name is Pema, and I'm a chaplain at St. Mary's Hospital and Care Center in Madison, Wisconsin. Welcome to the Meditation for Wellness program. Before we get started, there are a few things to know. Sometimes thoughts, sensations, or feelings become more obvious when we meditate and can feel a little bit uncomfortable. If that's the case for you today, it's okay to remain in meditation because we're learning the skill of being with what is. However, if these thoughts, sensations, or feelings become overwhelming or trigger you in some way, then it's a good idea to take a pause, get up from the meditation quietly, and seek out a staff member or meditation instructor who can speak with you about the experiences that you have in meditation. Now let's get started. Today's meditation is called Metta Meditation or Loving Kindness Meditation, and it's my favorite meditation of all the ones we teach at St. Mary's Hospital. One of the reasons is because it has so many benefits. One of the benefits is that it decreases our negative attitudes and it increases our positive attitudes. Another reason is it decreases chronic pain and can decrease the symptoms of PTSD. In general, it's very helpful for issues with mood, and it can even create a lot of benefit for those who are experiencing schizophrenia spectrum disorders. In addition, it can slow aging, it can soften your inner critic, and help us experience more love and positivity in our life. I think that's pretty cool. So to get started with this meditation, just sit in a comfortable posture. So you can lean back or sit forward on your chair. You can place your hands together in your lap or place them palms down on the knees or palms up on the knees if you'd like. Or you can even, if you have armrests on your chair, rest your arms on the armrests if it's comfortable. Sit with a somewhat straightened back, and if you'd like, you can either close your eyes or open them and soften them softly. Now the next step in this meditation is to connect with a feeling of loving kindness. So if you know what loving kindness is, then you've probably felt even just a tiny bit in your life at some point. It's hard to know what loving kindness is if you haven't actually felt it. So trying to connect with that feeling, we can use many different techniques. One is we can just take our hands and fold them over our heart. And as we close our eyes or soften our gaze, we might feel a warmth begin at our heart center. We might also recall being loving and kind to someone, or when someone was loving and kind to us, and the way that that felt. And sometimes we even say, it's the way you feel when someone genuinely smiles at you, or when you genuinely smile at someone else. The final way that we can connect with the feelings of loving kindness is to make wishes. Like, may I have happiness? May I have peace? Or may you have happiness? May you have peace? So for just a moment now, pause and see if you can use one of those techniques to connect with the feeling of loving kindness. For some people, they might feel a lot of loving kindness, a lot of sensation in their body, perhaps warmth or tingling, or some kind of feeling of movement. And some people don't feel anything at all, and that's quite okay. You can just imagine what it would be like to feel that loving kindness. This meditation has 6 parts. During the meditation, we will think of a beloved friend, family member, pet, or a creature that you love. We will think of, secondly, a neutral person, somebody we don't know at all. It could be one of the staff members that you don't really know very well. And the third, we'll think of a difficult person, but not somebody who's ruined your life. Just somebody who's mildly annoying or irritating, or maybe you just didn't agree with them today, or they did something that you didn't like. But again, not somebody who's created the most difficulty in your life. So that's just a heads up. And now we'll start the main body of the meditation. Again, closing your eyes or softening your gaze and connecting with that feeling of loving kindness. And again, sometimes we say it feels warm like the rays of the sun, or how you feel when you give a genuine smile. And as you feel those feelings of loving kindness, or as you imagine what they might feel like, let those feelings radiate like rays of the sun and fill your whole body with loving kindness in whatever way you experience it. Let the rays of loving kindness radiate out from your heart or heart center to all the parts of your being, all the way down to your feet, out to your hands, up into your head, filling your whole torso. And you might place your hands on your chest if you want, over your heart. And you may think or wish a whole heartfelt wish. May I have happiness. May I have peace. May I have ease and comfort in the ever-changing circumstances of life. May I have happiness. May I have peace. May I have ease and comfort in the ever-changing circumstances of life. And now just resting for a moment with nothing special to do, and try to call to mind just one person who's a good friend or family member or a beloved pet. It could be someone you've known in the past, or even a creature that you love. And if you're struggling to choose one person or one creature, remember that you can do this for the other one later. And so you can either just pick the first one that comes to mind, or the one that seems most important right now. And you can imagine seeing that person right in front of you, or wherever you normally see them, whatever makes the most sense to you. And as you reconnect with that feeling of loving kindness, that warmth, that feeling of that smile, that gentle caring, radiate loving kindness to that person wherever you see them. And some people like to imagine that it radiates like the sun rays radiate from the sun. And again, other people just like to imagine it radiates like the warm feeling you have when you smile. And so whatever way works for you, And if you don't feel anything at all, if you can't imagine or visualize those rays going out, that's okay. Just give it a try. And if you feel like you can't sense it, it's okay. Just imagine what it would be like. It's not what you feel in this meditation. It's that you try the meditation that is actually the most helpful. And you might feel that your loving kindness or your sense of loving kindness gets weaker or stronger, and that's okay. If it feels like it's getting weaker or you're losing track of it, sometimes we'd like to try harder. But try just relaxing a little bit and reconnecting with that feeling and see if that works better than trying harder. And you might wish for that person, that beloved person or creature. May you have happiness. May you have peace. May you have ease and comfort in the ever-changing circumstances of life. And now resting as you call to mind a neutral person, somebody you don't know very well at all. And if you're not sure who to pick, you could just pick the last person you saw that you didn't know very well. And if you have two, you can always do the second person later. So choosing one and seeing them in front of you or wherever you originally saw them or wherever you normally see them. And radiate loving kindness to that neutral person wherever you see them. And again, if you don't have a sense of warmth or rays of loving kindness going out from you, that's okay. Just imagine or visualize something that makes sense to you. And you might think, may you have happiness. May you have peace. May you have ease and comfort in the ever-changing circumstances of life. And now resting for just a moment as you call to mind a difficult person, but again, not somebody who's ruined your life, somebody who's mildly annoying, maybe somebody that you worked with and disagreed with, or you just crossed paths and they did something mildly irritating. And radiate loving kindness to that person wherever you see them. And for some people this is more challenging, and some people it's easier to do the difficult person. And whatever is happening for you, that's quite okay. But again, if you start to feel like you're losing your sense of loving kindness, simply come back to that feeling of loving kindness in your own being. Relax a little bit. Let it fill you. And then when you feel ready, go back to sending loving kindness to the difficult person. And you might think, may you have happiness. May you have peace. May you have ease and comfort in the ever-changing circumstances of life. And now in this next section, we spend a minute trying to send loving kindness to all four of those equally and at the same time. So you might see those three, the beloved, the neutral, and the difficult person in front of you. and yourself. Perhaps you see all of you in a circle. And just for a moment, send loving kindness to all 4 of you at the same time, in equal amounts. And for some people, this is the challenging section of the meditation, and if that's true, that's okay. Just give it a try. The most important part of this meditation is not what you accomplish, but simply making the effort to try it out. And you might think, may we have happiness. May we have peace. May we have ease and comfort in the ever-changing circumstances of life. And now resting for just a moment as we go into the final part of the meditation. So some people like to, again, imagine loving kindness like the sun and the rays of the sun emanating from their heart. And you can just let those rays fill all of your body, shine into all the parts of your being, and then let it gradually expand, leaving your body in all directions, below you and above you, to your left and right, in front of you and behind you, in all directions. Let loving kindness shine from you to the people in the room, and then expand out perhaps to the people in the building, and farther into the city and state and world, until loving kindness is shining in all directions, filling all of space and touching every being in every direction. And you might think, may all beings have happiness. May all beings have peace. May all beings have ease and comfort in the ever-changing circumstances of life. May we all have ease and comfort in the ever-changing circumstances of life. And now for a moment, just resting with nothing special to do. The transition in and out of meditation is almost as important as meditation. Allowing yourself to become slowly aware of your body, perhaps moving your fingers and toes and waking up the body a little bit, hearing the sounds in the room around you. And when you're ready, slowly and gently open your eyes and let the room come into focus. Thank you for joining us for Loving Kindness Meditation today.